Have you guys watched Deadpool and Wolverine yet? This was truly a blockbuster film recently. If you like this movie, then you're definitely a Marvel tard with no sense of cinematic critique. Because this movie is really poor in content and has too many illogical details, a bizarre villain, and ridiculous plot twists. And if you don't like this movie, then you are a dickhead who likes to nitpick, who scrutinizes the content of a movie that's meant for fan service. I am a Marvel fan, and I love how they cater to me. But anyway, why bother? Whether you watch the movie or not, I'm going to make this video because creating content about Deadpool right now is like striking gold. Welcome back to Better. B as in before and a tier as in after. This is how we do it when we cover characters through the ages because you like watching this stuff. Let's keep it brief. Let's dive into Deadpool's evolution through the ages. Let's get started. 1. The origins of Deadpool in animation.
Your mind, Sabretooth? Have you only known betrayal by your friend?
Deadpool's first appearance in animation was in X-Men, the animated series, which aired from 1992 to 1997. While he never had a starring role in the series, Deadpool made brief cameo appearances in several episodes, often as part of flashbacks or as an illusion in other characters' minds. These early appearances were more of an Easter egg for comic book fans rather than a full-fledged portrayal of the character. In these cameos, Deadpool was depicted as a menacing and mysterious figure, far removed from the wisecracking mercenary that fans would later come to love. The character's visual design in the series closely resembled his comic book appearance, complete with his iconic red and black costume. Although his role in X-Men the Animated Series was minimal, it marked the beginning of Deadpool's journey in animated media. One of Deadpool's more significant animated appearances came in the 2009 animated film, Hulk vs. Wolverine.
Hey, wait for me!
Part of the Hulkiverse. In this film, Deadpool was voiced by Nolan North, who would go on to become one of the most recognized voices of the character. In Hulk vs. Wolverine, Deadpool was portrayed as a comical and deadly mercenary, hired to capture the Hulk. The film captured Deadpool's trademark humor, including his tendency to break the fourth wall and his love for chaotic, over-the-top violence. This portrayal was much closer to the comic book version of the character, and showcased the blend of comedy and action that would become Deadpool's signature style in future adaptations. The film's success and positive reception of Deadpool's character in it paved the way for more animated appearances and helped solidify his role as a fan-favorite anti-hero.
Huh? Seriously?
In addition to his earlier appearances, Deadpool also made a guest appearance in the anime series Future Avengers, which aired in 2017. This series follows a group of young heroes as they train to become the next generation of Avengers. Deadpool appears as a quirky and unpredictable character, known for his humorous antics and chaotic nature. In Future Avengers, Deadpool interacts with the main cast, showcasing his irreverent humor and penchant for breaking the fourth wall. His presence adds a comedic element to the series, contrasting with the more serious tones of the other characters' storylines.
But I am surprised. Whittle Skullface here has been reading his comic books.
This appearance further demonstrates Deadpool's versatility as a character and his ability to fit into various narratives, whether animated or live action. 2. Deadpool in early live-action films. Deadpool made his live-action debut in the 2009 film X-Men Origins Wolverine, where he was portrayed by Ryan Reynolds. However, this version of Deadpool was met with significant backlash from fans due to the character's drastic departure from his comic book counterpart. In X-Men Origins Wolverine, Wade Wilson starts as a wisecracking mercenary, with Reynolds delivering the quick-witted humor that fans had come to expect from Deadpool. However, as the film progresses, Deadpool undergoes a transformation that strips him of his personality, humor, and even his ability to speak. The character is mutated into a mute, heavily altered version of himself, with abilities that include retractable swords and teleportation, which bore little resemblance to the Deadpool fans knew and loved. This portrayal was widely criticized, with fans and critics alike expressing disappointment in the character's mishandling. Despite the negative reception, Ryan Reynolds' initial portrayal of Wade Wilson was well received, and his passion for the character would eventually lead to a more faithful adaptation in the future. After the failure of X-Men Origins Wolverine, the future of Deadpool in live action seemed uncertain. However, in 2014, test footage for a potential Deadpool film featuring Ryan Reynolds in the role was leaked online.
I bet you're wondering why the red suit. Well, that's so bad guys can't see me bleed.
The footage was met with overwhelmingly positive reactions from fans, who praised its faithful portrayal of Deadpool's humor, action, and fourth wall-breaking antics. The leaked footage showcased a version of Deadpool that was much closer to his comic book origins, complete with his iconic costume, rapid-fire jokes, and over-the-top violence. The positive reception to the footage convinced 20th Century Fox to greenlight a standalone Deadpool film, which would go on to become one of the most successful and beloved superhero films of all time. 3. The rise of Deadpool in modern live-action films.
Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
In 2016, Deadpool finally received his own standalone film, with Ryan Reynolds reprising his role as the Merc with a mouth. Directed by Tim Miller, Deadpool was a groundbreaking film in many ways. It was one of the first R-rated superhero films to achieve mainstream success, grossing over $780 million worldwide on a modest budget. Deadpool stayed true to the character's comic book roots, featuring a mix of action, humor, and meta-commentary. The film followed Wade Wilson's transformation into Deadpool after undergoing an experimental treatment to cure his terminal cancer. The treatment leaves him horribly scarred, but also grants him accelerated healing powers, leading him on a quest for revenge against the man who ruined his life. Ryan Reynolds' performance as Deadpool was widely praised.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, little spider monkey!
With many fans and critics hailing it as the definitive portrayal of the character. The film's witty script, creative action sequences, and irreverent tone set it apart from other superhero films, making it a cultural phenomenon. Deadpool was also notable for its innovative marketing campaign, which embraced the character's humor and self-awareness. The film's success not only revitalized Deadpool's popularity, but also paved the way for more R-rated superhero films and TV shows. Following the success of the first film, Deadpool 2 was released in 2018, with Ryan Reynolds returning as Deadpool and David Leitch directing.
Fuck Wolverine. First, he rides my coattails with the R rating. Then, the hairy motherfucker ups the ante by dying.
The sequel expanded on the original's themes and introduced new characters, including Cable, played by Josh Brolin, and Domino, played by Zazie Beetz. Deadpool 2 continued to explore Deadpool's irreverent humor and penchant for breaking the fourth wall, while also delving into more emotional territory. The film's plot revolves around Deadpool forming a team of misfit mutants, known as X-Force, to protect a young mutant named Russell from the time-traveling Cable. The sequel was praised for its action sequences, humor, and character development, with many considering it a worthy follow-up to the original. Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of Deadpool remained a highlight, with the actor continuing to deliver the character's trademark wit and charm.
Something is so terribly, terribly wrong.
Deadpool 2 also included numerous references to other Marvel properties, pop culture, and even poked fun at the failures of X-Men Origins Wolverine. The film's post-credit scenes, in particular, were a fan favorite, as they featured Deadpool traveling through time to fix past mistakes, including the botched portrayal of the character in X-Men Origins Wolverine. The success of Deadpool 2 further solidified Deadpool's place in the pantheon of superhero icons, and set the stage for future appearances in film and television.
No, I don't have what it takes to do this, so I'm just gonna change your diaper real quick, and then I'm gonna come back with my friend Cable. He loves killing kids.
In a highly anticipated return, Deadpool is set to appear alongside Wolverine in the upcoming film Deadpool and Wolverine, scheduled for release in 2024. Ryan Reynolds will reprise his role as Deadpool, while Hugh Jackman returns as Wolverine, marking the first time the two iconic characters will share the screen in a feature film. The film promises to bring the same irreverent tone that has become synonymous with the character. The inclusion of Wolverine also opens the door for exciting crossovers and interactions with other beloved characters from the X-Men franchise, further enhancing the film's appeal. 4. Deadpool's legacy in animation.
Oh, bad guys to kill.
Following the success of the live-action films, an animated series featuring Deadpool was announced, but unfortunately, it was never produced. Created by Donald Glover and Stephen Glover, the series was set to explore Deadpool's antics in a comedic and irreverent way, with Glover voicing the character. Despite the cancellation of the project, the announcement generated excitement among fans, as it hinted at the potential for Deadpool's continued presence in animated media. The character's chaotic nature and unique humor lend themselves well to animated storytelling, and fans remain hopeful that a new animated series may eventually be produced in the future. In 2013, Deadpool received his own standalone video game, simply titled Deadpool. Developed by High Moon Studios and published by Activision.
Ah yes, dubstep. The dulcet tones of a computer being lobotomized that make kids go wild. That being said,
The game featured Nolan North reprising his role as the voice of Deadpool. The Deadpool video game was a third-person action game that fully embraced the character's chaotic and irreverent nature. The game featured a mix of combat, platforming, and puzzle solving, all while Deadpool delivered constant jokes, commentary, and fourth-wall-breaking moments. The game's story was a parody of typical superhero narratives, with Deadpool taking control of the game's development and bending the plot to his whims. The game also featured appearances by other Marvel characters, including Wolverine, Cable, and Domino. The Deadpool video game was praised for its humor and faithful portrayal of the character, though it received mixed reviews for its gameplay mechanics. Nevertheless, it remains a popular title among fans of the character and is often cited as one of the most authentic adaptations of Deadpool in any medium. 5. The future of Deadpool in film and television.
Who are you? Oh, I'm Deadpool. And I guess you're Deadpool too. But in here, everybody calls me Nice Pool.
With the acquisition of 20th Century Fox by Disney in 2019, Deadpool's future in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, became a topic of great interest among fans. Ryan Reynolds has confirmed that a third Deadpool film is in development and will be set within the MCU, marking the character's official introduction to the shared universe. Given Deadpool's unique nature and his ability to break the fourth wall, fans are eager to see how the character will interact with other MCU heroes and villains. The creative team behind the film has assured fans that the character's R-rated humor and violent tendencies will be preserved, even within the more family-friendly MCU. As Deadpool continues to evolve, it is likely that his future appearances in film and television will further explore the character's complex personality, his relationships with other Marvel characters, and his place within the larger Marvel universe. And that's the entire journey of Deadpool's development on screen. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of the video. Do you agree with this ranking? If you're not satisfied with anything, don't hesitate to share it with us. And don't forget to suggest topics you'd like to see on Beater so we can better serve you.
Really did. Pretty sure you did.
No, I'm positive I didn't.
Fine. All right, let's flip a coin, okay?